Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the GMA T50. It's a very super rare, and it's also a hypercar as well. I know some of you know of that car already, some of you don't. But before anything else, make sure to subscribe, comment, like, and share, and turn on your post notification bell as well, so you get notified whenever I post, right? So before we get into the video, we're going to be talking a little bit about the car. This car is actually manufactured by GMA, which is Murray Automotive, and was designed by Mr. Gordon. Now, if this sounds a little bit familiar, he's the same person that actually conceived the Mclaren F1, right? Some of you know what a Mclaren F1 is, some of you don't. If you don't know what a Mclaren F1 is, you're gonna see it on the screen right here. A Mclaren F1 is actually the most expensive car McLaren ever produced or ever made, and they are super rare, right? It's a hypercar. You know how these cars are very limited. They're not like your regular car where you're gonna get anywhere else, right? So unless you're like Jay Leno or Manny Koshbin, you're not gonna get one. I'm not saying they have one, I'm just saying they're limited, right? You have to be a collector, a very big collector, to be able to get your hands on cars like this, right? Now, McLaren is actually one of the most expensive cars McLaren ever produced. That I already said earlier, that goes for about, you know what, before I say the price, I want you to guess. Before I say anything, I'm gonna give you 2 seconds.
Listen properly. 769,820.
You were actually wrong. That's not what it is. You were actually wrong. The car goes for $20.5 million. Yes. You're probably wondering who's going to spend 20 million or $20.5 million on a car, right? There's a lot of people that really got it like that, right? But you know what? We're not talking about the McLaren F1 today. We're going to be talking about the GMA T50. So let's get back to that. Now, the GMA T50 is actually a naturally aspirated V12 4-liter engine powered by Cosworth, right? That actually revs up to 12,100 RPMs. Yes, I said V12 and 12,100 RPMs. Listen to this.
RPM, 663 horsepower through a 6-speed and that lovely wing at the back too, that fan.
That sounded so good. Anyway, this car is actually the highest revving car in production today, right? And it actually pushes 654 horsepower. 654 horsepower. Oh, but 654 horsepower doesn't sound like a lot. Shut up. Do you have a car that pushes 654 horsepower? No, you don't. Exactly, you don't. But if you do, make sure to comment what car you have that is pushing 654, because I would want to know, right? Anyway, yes. As I mentioned earlier, I did mention that the engine is powered by Cosworth. Some of you are asking who Cosworth is, right? Cosworth is a British engineering company that was founded around 1958, and they're the same people that made the Ford Escape RS. Yes, they made the Ford Escape RS on the screen. Crazy, right? Anyway, if you want to see this car or you want to get one for yourself, this car was only 100 made. As I said, it's a hypercar and it's super limited. So you're not going to get anywhere except for, you know, if it's my garage.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Murray Automotive. If you want to watch the full video, it's going to be in the description down below. I'm going to put the link in the description down below. So make sure to check the full video out if you want, and then you could check out their channel as well. All right, let's get into the video.
Does this have more
Welcome to the south of Italy, where it is very, very warm. Now, most of the Gordon Murray Automotive team are up at Nardo doing the testing and development on T50. That happens behind closed doors, which we can't film.
So this is
we thought
Italy, I
we'd
guess.
take an opportunity to take T50 out on its first proper road drive. We're going to take it on the motorway.
Woo!
We're going to take it on some of the
Just look at that.
you've ever seen. We're going to sit in traffic. We're going to drive it through the middle of town. Might even take it, see if we can find a decent ice cream. So, let's go see.
This looks exactly like the F1. It looks exactly, I mean, it's inspired by the F1, but it looks exactly like the F1, the McLaren. Just look at that. Oh, and one thing I just realized, hold on. Maybe I'm mistaken, hold on. Yes, I was right. So what I was trying to say is the car has the same sitting position as the McLaren Speedtail. So the McLaren Speedtail, you're in the middle instead of how a regular car is supposed to be. You're on the left side or on the right side, depending on what country you're in. The Speedtail, you're actually in the middle. I want to experience that. I've never seen a Speedtail in person because they are very rare cars. But this is the McLaren Speedtail. That's it on the screen. But yeah, I know it's really gonna be weird being in the middle of the road, like set it in the middle. It's really gonna be confusing. Anyway, let's just watch the video too. I mean the video. That's a nice city, by the way.
We're sitting here in the south of Italy. I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if Gordon would let me drive it back to Shalford. To the
See, I told you, it's right in the middle. And I realized this. The windows are just like the McLaren Senna. As you can see on the screen, it's just like the McLaren Senna. Like the windows are just like the McLaren Senna. So it's basically like everything is basically inspired by McLaren, as like not just from the F1, but the sitting position of the car, where the driver sits, and I think the passengers sit in the back. But where the driver sits comes from the Speedtail, and then the windows come from the McLaren Senna, just like that little space, as you can see. Wow, this is a very beautiful car, by the way. Like amazing, incredibly beautiful. I'm in love with this.
Like road trip.
And again, it makes 12,100 RPM. So yeah, it's actually the highest revving car right now. Like if you know a car, again, if you know a car that has that much RPMs, comment down below because I want to look at the car and I'm gonna make sure to make a video for that car as well. Sheesh! That's that V12 screen. Ooh, that sounded good. If I'm not mistaken, again, it has the side or the doors. It almost looks like the McLaren P1. You might not agree with me, but that's what I see. I want to know what you also see. Make sure to comment down below. This is the McLaren P1, by the way, but the doors looks exactly like the McLaren P1. This car is amazingly beautiful. I love it. I love it. Mr. Gordon, you did an amazing job. The car and everything is just, I haven't driven the car, but it feels like an amazing car. It sounds amazing. It's a V12 with 12,100 RPM. What do you want? It's a V12 again. Wow. Is that it? Thank you.
Right now, I'd love to just get in the car and drive it back from here in the south of Italy, back up through Italy, over the Alps, through Austria, down the Autobahn, through Belgium, France, into the tunnel, and then back to Shalford. I think that would be fantastic.
I really envy this man right now. Like, this is gonna be an experience of a lifetime. I don't know if you've ever been in any type of sports car, and I mean like a real sports car. I'm talking about like a V8 and up, right? The kind of adrenaline and the energy that you get from driving these kind of cars. Imagine driving a 12,100 RPM car, a V12 inspired by McLaren F1. You should know that car is going to be really, really insane. And if you don't know, McLarens are very, 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 very harsh. They are very low to the ground. They are very harsh. I love everything about them, about McLarens. They stick to the ground. Like you feel every single thing on the ground. And I know definitely this car is exactly the same way because, if it's conceived from the McLaren F1 or whoever designed Mr. Gordon designing this car, conceived from the McLaren F1, you should know this is going to be a super amazing car.
Considering we're not at the end of the development cycle yet, we're not fully happy with it. We're close, but we're not fully happy.
This is that kind of car that whenever it passes by, oh, see, they're already taking pictures. You see the guys on the sidewalk, they're already taking pictures. Like this is that kind of car you see pass by. You don't see this on the daily. Look at the middle. I mean, look at the windshield and everything. Like this looks like I don't know. I can't even explain. I'm out of words, guys. Like this is really mind blowing. Like, please comment down below if you have any thoughts on this car. If you want me to make more videos about this car, make sure to comment down below. I'm gonna make sure to make more videos about this car. But I love it. I love it. 10 out of 10.
Maybe an insight into how good this car is going to be.
The V12.
Tickle the throttle.
Go, go, go. Oh, that's pretty much it, right? Okay, that's it.
Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks a lot for watching the whole video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video as well. Turn on the post notification bell so you get notified whenever I post. And that's pretty much it. Make sure to stay safe, stay out of trouble. Catch you guys in the next video.